there was nothing in the game that was different. Even like, oh, you know, got this version, so you got like this cosmetic thing or whatever, or even like the new Resident Evil. It's like you got a couple cosmetics, you got these little charms that give you a couple like added, you know, perks, whatever. I didn't get the item that's in there, did I? God damn it. Whereas Pokemon, it was the same, but straight up different stuff that you could get in one game you could not get in the other. And with the first game, it was just like, oh, it's just, you know, version exclusives. But in every game afterwards, it's like, okay, you've got a different story, you've got a different area to go to, you've got different legendaries to catch. It was innovative in a way that it didn't feel like a cash grab. Now maybe you could say that for the third versions of each game, but Paris is pretty hard to find too in here. But you can find it in other places in the game, so meh. But yeah, it's really interesting how the Pokemon franchise was able to do something that no other franchise could pull off because it wouldn't make sense. In Pokemon it makes sense, especially since they did it from the very beginning. So there's no excuse. And while Pokemon has done away with they've done away with the third version ever since, you know, Gen 4 they had Platinum, and then after that it was like, well, we're not doing that again. Instead we got, you know, Black 2, White 2. And then X and Y were just by themselves. Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire were by themselves. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You know, those games omitted the third version, but also included the third version's traits in their core game. And while I hate having to pay for DLC stuff, like the biggest con was Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That was the biggest like garbage thing that they've done. And like I said, well, I don't really care for paying for DLC. You know, Sword and Shield had 2 different DLCs with 2 different whole new areas, new Pokemon they added, whatever. And that was cool. But fuck. I mean, they don't. It's what, 30? I think it's $30 for the whole DLC, which covers both quote-unquote DLC parts. So it's not the worst. Is it the equivalent of like a whole half a game? Not really. But and of course with Sword and Shield, I didn't really care for the first DLC expansion. It was just kind of boring. The new Pokemon that the Pokemon they brought back to the game was nice, but otherwise it was just kind of like, But the Crown whatever, where you had in that area and you had the new birds, and then you had the new other legends that I didn't really care for, like Calyrex and that shit. That was a lot better. And so far from what I've seen, what we've seen for the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, it's gonna be worth. It'll be a lot better. Do I miss the idea of the third game? Nidoran and Poison Sting. Don't care. Yeah. but it's just because like yellow version was different because yellow was unique in the way that, you know, you started with Pikachu, you got all 3 starters. That was something special. Crystal, on the other hand, was kind of a step back, but was still very cool. And then Emerald just blew it out of the water. Like, Platinum was like an expansion of Diamond and Pearl, but Emerald was so, I mean, just aside from the fact that you had both teams that you fought against, and the thing with Rayquaza, getting Rayquaza so you can stop Kyogre and Groudon instead of just one or the other, just made it something entirely different. Plus, it had a better battle frontier. Like, it just... Gen 3 is not my favorite, but Emerald sure as fuck is one of the best games, hands down, in the franchise. There's no question. Oh, Bugcatcher, sweet. We have the right Pokemon out front. Do. I feel like our Pokemon are going to be a little lower level than I was hoping they'd be when we get out of here, but I don't know. We still do have a few more trainers to battle. Fuck! You know, I considered evolving Nidorino as Nidoran to Nidoking as soon as he evolved to Nidorino, but I decided against doing that just so I can have a little bit of playtime with Nidorino. Just because he is a cool Pokemon, and I just want to see him on the layout for a little bit. So, I don't know. I'll see when we're gonna evolve him. I'll probably choose to evolve him after we beat Misty. Because thinking about it, I mean, I don't know how to use him against Misty. Probably won't matter. But poison, like, I swear, I feel like, see, this is another tease. Is like, oh, there's Bellsprout. Oh, there's Oddish. Well, then when you get to Route 24, depending on which version you're playing, you'll get one or the other. So it's cool. I like it. It's very. I like how they tease Pokemon. But I don't remember. I feel like it learns a psychic type move, which it's weak to. But then also, if I evolved it, made it ground type, he's weak to water, which I know for a fact Staryu and Starmie have water type moves. Because it'd be dumb if they didn't. Alright, you getting in my way. Get out of here, Pattis. Is this the guy with Eradicate? I feel like this is the Eradicate dude. You stab. What's the best thing to hit it with? No, this isn't the Eradicate guy. Never mind. Never mind. I swapped for nothing. Yeah, I should have Pikachu out. Oh well, it's whatever. I'm gonna swap though. I don't want Squirtle to take any damage yet. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Man, that's one thing I hate about this is like you have to hit A for everything. It won't just go. Ooh, got that critical hit. And then wrap. Alright, so we're gonna stay here through the wrap and then we'll use another Thunder Shock. Alright, we're gonna sap through the wrap. So you are good. Yeah, motherfucker. Oh, come on. See, Ether is more or less I won't say it's a useless thing. It's really not. I always save them for my Elite Four run. No matter what game I'm playing, I always save them. Because there's no point to use them. Other than that. I don't ever see a reason that I need it. But even then, it's like, I feel like I never need them during my Elite Four run either. So, no matter what, it just ends up being... They just end up being more or less useless. But you also can't sell them. Like, they have no value, so... Yeah, they just don't get you anywhere. I mean, maybe they're good for, like, inexperienced players, I suppose, but... Yeah, you have quick attack does 10. Fucking oh, doesn't matter when we crit. Pikachu don't give a shit. Alright, we're gonna have to swap. Pidgey's at full health. And Pidgey also has quick attack. We should outspeed. So I even considered using a Rattata for this playthrough. Just because, like, he's not great. But, I mean, Eradicate getting Super Fang cutting an opponent's health in half and then Hyper Fanging or whatever else. Like, it just feels like you'd almost two-shot. So it could be a good idea, but I kind of wanted to say for it being a run that's more just about nostalgia and just, you know, my kind of reminiscing about my first playthrough. I really just kind of didn't want to stray too much from the Pokemon that I liked and the Pokemon that I know for a fact I did or didn't use back then. I'm putting Squirtle out front because I know. There, see, there's a Moonstone. I know for a fact this guy has rock shits. Hey, we got a water gun. Now we're cooking. I don't know that anything's going to be evolved by the time we battle Gary, but I am going to... We are at least going to have a Wartortle for sure. Nidoran... I don't know if we'll have Nidorino. I'm pretty sure we won't have a Pidgeotto. So, looking at our team, that dude is one Raticate. I think we can handle. I think we'll start with Pidgey. I think I'll start with Pidgey just because, you know, we haven't saved at all since we started this. We're 3 hours in. Let's go ahead and save. We'll use Pidgey. We'll get some quick attacks in. I have the escape rope, but I think I want to use it after. I usually don't use escape ropes either because I mean it's like, oh, I can just walk back. Yeah, it takes a little more time, but it's, you know, whatever. I thought there was an item up here. Again, I think I'm thinking of Fire Red and Leaf Green. So I could, you know, I could run back, and, you know, it would just take a little more time. But there's no need, especially because I can just buy an escape rope. They don't cost that much, and I can just have it in my back pocket if I need it. See, I didn't even have to battle this guy. But I don't usually... I mean, I pretty much battle every trainer, every rocket, every whatever. Even if I don't have to. I usually do it anyways. And in this case, it's more about the experience than, obviously, the cash is minuscule at that point. Ooh, Hyperfang already. Yeah, Pidgey out here dodging everything, but I mean, it's a fucking fat rat, whereas Pidgey flies. Did get that tail whip, though. If it lands another tail whip, I'm swapping. Alright, after that tackle crit, I'm swapping. I could do Nidoran. I think we'll just get Squirtle out here and we'll just drown this fucker. Dipping and dodging. I know I've been talking about like the different Pokemon figures I used to have. I don't know if anybody remembers or if any of you guys will be old enough to have had them, but Pokemon way back in the Gen 1 days, oh, about to have a Wartortle, used to have Pokemon erasers, and they were, I mean, they were detailed as fuck, and I used to have them, but never use them. And there was like, there was a Pikachu, there was a Gengar, there was, I think there was Dragonite, there was definitely a Charizard. One of my all-time favorites was the Wartortle, because I just love Wartortle's design. Kind of wish I had those. I actually looked those up too on eBay just to see. And I mean, you can get some of them for not too much money, but again, it's just like, I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it, you know? Yeah, now we got a Wartortle on the layout, and that's gonna stay a Wartortle for quite some time. Alright, let's go ahead and let's dip on out of here. Heal up our stuff. We don't have enough potions to heal up everybody, so that's not really an option. And after beating him, there's just one other rocket, I believe, and then there's the super nerd, or whatever they call him. I don't remember what is he super nerd? Or whatever he may be, I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna put my Pikachu. No, I should not have Pikachu up front. The reason I say we should not have Pikachu up front is because the dude has I want to say I think he has a Slowpoke, right? So obviously I want Pikachu for super effective damage. Because, I mean, while it is just Pikachu, and while it is just Thundershock, 40 plus stab to 60, super effective, 120, I mean, that's some pretty big damage. I was trying not to go too hard into that little voice I was doing, and then just, like, it just completely cracked. Yeah, we're making a little less progress. We're getting there now. We're making less progress than I was hoping we would by this point, but it's not that bad. Our levels are lower than I was hoping they would be. I was hoping everything would be around 16 to 18 when we battle our rival. Oh, I never went and battled him. I never went and battled him over Route 22. Oh well, doesn't matter. I think it's because it took me so long to find the Pikachu, and I fucking forgot about it. I don't think you can go back either. I also don't think there's any, like, there's a scaled, because he'll have, like, his starter and one other Pokemon, I don't remember what it is, and they're, like, level 8 and 9, and then, of course, you know, when you battle him over there, after you've beaten Giovanni, actually, I don't even know if you have to battle. You may not have to get the 8th badge, you may just go over there, and then he's got his team to fuck you up. I don't remember, because I usually have a specific way of playing, and I do things in a particular order. And so playing out of that order is just really awkward for me. Whoops. Geodude always had just the worst Gen 1 sprite. I absolutely hated Geodude's Gen 1 sprite. We're definitely not battling Misty tonight. That's for fucking sure. We might battle Gary. Or the rival. I should have just named it Gary, but we'll end up battling our rival, and I think we'll probably, by that point, we'll probably be in like 4 hours. So I may just call it there. I may just do that. That way I can. That way we can start. The next time I stream this, we can do Nugget Bridge, and then we can do Nugget Bridge, and then there's a couple encounters up there that I want to get. Nidoran, come on, stop. There's a couple encounters I want to get up there, and so we'll have some team layout, some swappage going on. We could do that before, and then I wouldn't have to worry about changing the layout, but, yeah, I kind of, it's nice. It's nice to see the changes. And, I mean, I already went through the effort, I already went through the extra work that nobody will really understand that I had to do to be able to do this, to have a smoother editing during the stream itself, so I didn't have to do it in like post edit, porting it over to YouTube and stuff. The one thing I don't have to port it over is I don't have an intro. I don't have like an intro outro video that I worked on. More or less because I kind of just... There it is. I had the idea that I was like, you know what? I just want to play this. And then I thought to myself, I was like, well, damn. I usually, you know, do I want to not have a layout? Well, I kind of want a layout, but then editing live is just so... And then I figured out a way to do it to where it was pretty efficient.